Hello everybody, my name is Sandeep Kulkarni and this is the first video for CSE260, which is module 1, and in this we are going to define propositional logic. Okay, before we look at what a proposition is, let's first look at this puzzle. So here we have a bunch of cards. Each card has a number on one side and a color on the other side. And the question that we have is which cards must be turned over in order to determine the truth value of the proposition. And the proposition that we want to check is if a card shows an even number on one face, then the opposite side of it is red. So the question is, do I need to turn this card over to determine that? Do I need to turn this? Do I need to turn this? Do I need to turn this? Which cards do I have to turn in order to answer that question? So at this point, I'm going to have about a 30-second pause on this slide to let you think. If you need more time, you can just pause the presentation. If you are done, then you can just go to the next slide by pressing the next tab, next arrow on your presentation. Okay, let's look at the answer. So this is a repeated word of the same slide. Here what we have, each card has a number on one side and we want to check the truth value of the proposition that says if a card shows an even number on one face, then its opposite face is red. This card has an odd number on the face, so we really don't care what is on the back side of it, so we don't care about this card. This second card has an even number on its face, so it means that we want to make sure that in order for this proposition to be true, we need to check that the back of this card is red, so we need to check the second card. The third card, it is already red, so if its back has an even number, wonderful. If it doesn't have an even number, we don't care, so this is a card we don't have to check. The fourth card is not red, and that means that we want to make sure that on the back of this there is no even number, and that means we need to flip this card to check that it does not have an even number on the back of it. So we have reached this slide called check before you go ahead. We will have these slides throughout the different modules, and the purpose of this is to divide the module into multiple parts, where for each part I want you to have understood certain concepts. So I want you to make sure that you have understood these concepts before you go to the next slide, or rather the next module or next part of the module. So in this case, I want you to be sure why it was necessary or not necessary to flip the card containing 3. Same thing about 8. Same thing about the card that was red. If you have understood this, go ahead. If you haven't understood this, go back, check the video one more time, and if you still have trouble, make sure you ask it to a TA or to me, or put a question on Piazza, etc.